Hay un vídeo muy interesante sobre la relación de sonidos de trompetas apocalípticas en todo el mundo y la coincidencia de este sonido con la que hacen las máquinas tuneladoras que trabajan en las bases subterráneas de todo el planeta. En este vídeo del canal Seeking the Truth, buscando la verdad, se le ve al dueño de este canal, al administrador de este canal de YouTube, grabando en América del Norte, en Seattle. Explica que están realizando por todo el planeta estas bases subterráneas que no se sabe muy bien el motivo u objetivo de estas construcciones, pero que se sospecha que debe de ser por algo que se acerca y que son construidas para gente con mucho poder adquisitivo, élites, etc. En un momento dado, el entrevistador le pregunta a uno de los camioneros que trabajan en esa base subterránea cuánto lleva viajando para trabajar ahí. El camionero le dice que 160 kilómetros y que no sabe qué transporta, pero que sospecha que son instrumentos militares.
There's been a lot of reports about sonic booms and strange noises from the skies, and a lot of people never related it. And I did a video about this about a long time ago. It was really bad quality, so I figured I'd redo the video. But ladies and gentlemen, we have underground superhighways that go to underground bases, and they're not just here in the United States, but they're across the whole entire world.
Goes all the way to Washington, D.C., huh? Goes all the way to Washington, D.C. Yeah, you Homeland Security? Yeah. How far have you taken this down to, how far have you actually ran a load? 100 miles? Up to Maine? Man, that's unbelievable. Not to mention, I heard there's one that goes all the way to Colorado, right? Unbelievable. What do you think you're hauling? Any idea?
Crap.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Crap makes all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
You don't really know.
Yeah. I know there's been a lot of military stuff being hauled around lately, that's for sure, huh?
Yeah, we deliver to military.
Gotcha. Well, I appreciate it. I heard there's water supply, food supply, everything's in there.
Huh?
Yeah, unbelievable.
You don't get no cell phone service.
No. Peace, brother.
Después explica el entrevistador que todas estas redes de túneles subterráneos están conectadas entre sí y que el Área 51 es una de estas bases. La base de Dulce sería otra de las que están conectadas y ya sabemos los experimentos y trabajos que realizan ahí. También dice que hay un acceso en la Casa Blanca de Washington. Alcanza el centro estratégico de los Illuminati. Los presidentes se hacen los locos, como si no supieran nada de su existencia.
I mean, basically, you got an underground roadway system here that runs all the way to Maine, to Washington, D.C., to Colorado. It's fully stocked. It runs completely underground, and you can see they've been hauling tons of military equipment. You know, they're stocking all these bases. Now the other thing is the railroad system here is also very strategic. They're bringing in boxcar loads, and they're dump shipping here, and they can really deliver to all these locations, which these locations go all the way to Area 51. These locations go all the way to Washington, D.C. There's access underneath the White House to this location, okay? So this is a strategic location, which is really the new command center for the Illuminati and the United States government. Well, forget the United States government. This is a headquarters for the Illuminati. This is where they'll ship most of their supplies. When they go underground, they can stay underground for quite some time. And this is stocked with food, water, everything they need. It's an underground city. So this is the north entrance, and we're going to go see if we can do some more digging.
Este lugar está siendo abastecido con víveres y es una gran red de ciudades y bases subterráneas. ¿Qué es lo que están preparando? Después habla sobre la conexión de estas construcciones de bases subterráneas y agujeros que aparecen en ciertas partes del planeta. Estos túneles han estado siendo construidos desde al menos 20 años y los sonidos que hacen las tuneladoras cuando los construyen, sospechosamente similares a las llamadas trompetas apocalípticas.
Building these tunnels for the last 20 years that I know of. And they celebrate it. And I want you to pay attention to the sound that the drill actually makes when it's spinning.
About this, a loud noise. Emergencies calls, all this in Dodge County, people wondering, what was it?
Yeah, what caused this boom? Was it a force of nature or a different kind of force?
There's no doubt about it. Those sounds are exactly identical.
Weird.
Después muestra un mapa con la red de túneles de toda América del Norte y la conexión con las tiendas Walmart, y que hay negocios y ciertos lugares que están trabajando para esta red, administrándoles de materiales de obra y otros. Que cada lugar en América donde se cerró una tienda de esta marca se escuchan sonidos extraños, las llamadas trompetas del apocalipsis o hum. También dicen que cuando cierran estas tiendas abren instalaciones federales valladas.
Now they've been closing down a lot of Walmarts in a lot of different places, and they all say it's due because of plumbing problem, but we all know it's a lie. Now, they tried to say the military wasn't behind any of this, but we kind of understand it may not be our military, but it is a military, and it's the United Nations. As you can see, they've been actually planning and training for a day to actually take over, actually start martial law. And this isn't the first time anybody's ever reported on it, but I bet you not too many people even really know about this.
Foot wide and approximately 12 inches deep hole in her front yard. She says that it seems to be some sort of a tunnel and there's smoke coming from it.
Been doing that for a solid 2 hours now. No, what the hell that noise is?
It's funny how it's always inside jokes and we just supposed to be so stupid we would never catch on. It's too bad we're all smarter than what they thought we was. This is a map that got leaked out, and it's a tunnel net. And the crazy part about this map is a lot of people thought this was a recent map just because it said 90 down here. But this map was actually made in the 70s, as you can see with the postmark right up here. This has been a plan for a very long time. It's funny because when you compare this map to the Walmart location map, you see the tunnel system actually has an exact line of Walmarts right there. Now, we're not saying that there's a tunnel under every single Walmart, but we're pretty sure that this may be the way that they gain the cover for how and where they build this stuff. Is every single town where a Walmart has closed down is also the same town that's reporting these strange sounds people are hearing in the skies.
Tonight, a story about a nice place they're calling a boom town, jokingly. The problem is it's not funny. The good people in one town in Wisconsin would right now give anything to find out what's making that noise.
In what used to be sleepy Clintonville, Wisconsin, something's going boom in the night.
It was almost like someone took a wrecking ball to the side of the house.
Problem is, no one in this town of 4,600 west of Green Bay seems to know what it is.
I thought a car was coming through my house. It was that loud.
For 3 nights running, residents have been shaken and awakened. All these dots represent 365 residents reporting booms.
There's like some noises after. I don't know what the hell it is. That's so weird.
It's not an earthquake, or underground explosion, or exploding gas, or electrical problem, or even burping sewer system. And not a frost quake caused by unseasonably warm temperatures. So far, experts are stumped as to what it is.
Their whole lives are being disrupted by this, and we don't have a good answer for them.
So tonight the mystery continues as to why Clintonville has become Boomtown, USA.
They started talking about how they were putting fences around them and making them into federal camps. And people were hearing booming noises right before they did that at the one in Ohio. And I've been living in Whitewood here for the last year now, and I've been hearing booming noises. And that's been kind of frightening me, because when I heard one of the videos in the Ohio one saying that they heard booming noises, that showed that they were talking about building underground places. And there's been so many of these Walmarts being closed down and turned into these federal facilities and closed off. I'm scared. And with the fact that it being a store that's in a community where it's the only store that people grocery shop at, there's only one other grocery store here, Philo. That's it. They don't have no other grocery stores here. Why would you close a store that has significant amount of customers? I feel the federal government's taking over stuff. I really truly feel. And that's the only reason why that's my only reason why this store would have to close down, is something to do with the federal government. They used the plumbing on some of those Walmarts in the past, and that hit the big media that some of them were closed just because of plumbing reasons. And none of them closed down over plumbing reasons. They all stayed closed, and they all ended up turning into some type of secretive things with fences around them.
Pues bien, yo creo que hay varias causas que originan este extraño sonido por todo el planeta. Una a causa de lo anteriormente expuesto y otra debido a experimentación tecnológica de ondas. Otra por ciertas ondas o frecuencias de sonido venidas del espacio que al frotar con la atmósfera del planeta crea ese sonido. Es muy extraño, pero la creación de bases subterráneas tuneladoras y tecnología desconocida es una de estas opciones que además ha sido grabado y demostrado por el administrador del canal Seeking the Truth.